Man, my name is CuttyNClean JC. I'm from San Francisco, California. Born and raised here my whole life. I play 5 instruments: guitar, bass, drums, and piano.
What do you do for work out here?
A little bit of everything, you know, jack of all trades. Try to do my best to do whatever I can to get whatever I can. But yeah, for as of right now, you know, just getting by any means, whether it be fucking splashing shit and doing whatever you got to do to get the fucking, you know, big bucks, whatever.
People that do this have to be held accountable.
SFPD Chief William Scott is talking about a crime spree that's reached epidemic proportions.
Bippin shit is going bananas, nigga. Look, when I say bananas, bananas, nigga, on everything, nigga. I swear to God, I quit we ain't gonna get into all that, but just know, if your cousin show up into your house at 3 in the morning with a duffel bag and he happy, he did his thug thizzle that evening, you feel me?
They say a baby is being born every second. A car is being bipped every second in San Francisco, California.
What is bipping?
Bipping is when you, by some means, typically a spark plug, I would say, enter into a car unlawfully. And then you take whatever you want.
It's an occupation to some, and it's a hassle to others, depending on your social economic status.
Like supply.
And this could be done a plethora of ways. One of the ways is that you just go and you hit every car. One of the ways is, you know what I'm saying, people scope out. San Francisco has a lot of tourists, so you find some tourists, they dumb, they got all their shit in their car, they just came from the airport, and then you come up, you know what I'm saying? And that's bipping.
When I say bipping, it's even beyond cars. When I say bipping, I don't even think about cars. When I say bipping, I mean buildings, corporate offices, getting into Google buildings, North Face buildings, Burberry, Louis Vuitton. Because when they're open, the fucking security guards are like SWAT teams, you know what I mean? So they got fucking Dracos and all the shit. You don't want to fuck around with them. They'll really kill you and not care about it.
Tonight, the shooting death of a suspected shoplifter captured on store surveillance cameras, leading to mounting protests and outrage in San Francisco.
So, you know, that's not cool. But at nighttime, it's like, it's been butter. As of lately, it's been getting more hot, though, because people are just doing dumb shit and not doing it right. Everyone's like, oh, let me see how I could be the fucking worst asshole to this person ever. You know what I mean? And it's like, they earn stripes that way. Yeah. It's like, that's the new way of earning stripes, and it's so fucked up because I never learned it that way. That's not how you earn stripes in my book, you feel me? But it's like, everyone's in a competition to be the biggest dirtbag of them all. You know, Bippin's been around for a while, though.
Bippin been Bippin since Bippin. It just got more because we can't afford shit. So you take shit. When you live in a city that is hard to afford, and then not only that, you got motherfuckers who want to keep up with people who can't afford it, all you think about is taking.
And I don't blame nobody that bips, like, because it's impossible to live here. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get it how you live it.
You got to get it how you live. My only grievance is if you bip me.
And demand.
It's supply and demand, really. If you think about it, you know, what's the fastest way you could come up in the city if there's no opportunities in the city and you see all these rich-ass motherfuckers who come and, you know, live luxurious lives and you out here on these Tenderloin streets, what you going, like, you know, what is the solution? What is that equal to?
I first did it, man, not even really to make money. I did it to get fly, you feel me? I did it just to fucking look dip. Because I couldn't afford it growing up, you feel me? I was on Section 8, grew up in the Jets, no money, you feel me? So, you know, it sucks, but it is what it is.
Have you been arrested out here doing this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My rap sheet is, it's a lengthy one, you know what I mean? I got arrested in San Francisco 44 times since 2013. But surprisingly enough, San Francisco County is the only place I've ever been arrested.
Despite having 44 burglary arrests, Jack has never been tried or convicted by the city of San Francisco. This partially has to do with the fact that his bipping and boosting career began in 2014, the same year that California passed a referendum called Proposition 47.
A controversial new law will go into effect after California voters passed Prop 47. It reduces certain drug and theft crimes from felony charges to misdemeanors.
So Prop 47 lowered the threshold for certain crimes like petty theft, right? So basically before, if you stole anything over $400, that would be a felony charge. Well, Prop 47 changed that threshold. So now you can steal up to $959 or $949.99, and you just get a ticket if you're caught.
Bear in mind, this is actually per boosting mission. What that means is that you can go to the Gucci store, steal a belt, go to Fendi, get a handbag, go to Nike Town, get some Air Jordans, then end your day at Sunglasses Hut and get some fucking, I don't know, Warby Parkers. And if you happen to get caught, you'll get 4 citations, 1 for each store. From there, the cop who arrests you can decide to either give you like a traffic ticket or he can take you to central bookings at 850 Bryant. From there, they remain in custody until San Francisco DA Brooke Jenkins decides if she wants to prosecute. As we learned in our previous episode, interviewing a retail boosting squad called FEA, Finesse 'em All, she typically does not prosecute.
Before all these niggas was doing this run out the store shit, we was walking out the store. We was having them say, y'all have a good day. Finesse them all. That's what it is, man. It's FBA shit, man.
If you were to guess, how much merchandise do you think you've been able to boost numerically in the past couple years?
Oh, God, everything, bro.
Probably like a 100 ball, maybe a little more than 100 ball.
Are you guys worried about consequences like from the police out here?
What? San Francisco doesn't believe in crime. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Shout out the DA though. Oh, shout out London Breed too. Shout out London Breed.
And once the arrests are made, we are hopeful that our DA will prosecute.
I did time in San Francisco, but never like stayed more than like a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? I think they don't give a fuck.
Prop 47 was actually inspired by a referendum passed in Italy. After the financial crisis in 2013, more than a third of Italy found itself below the poverty line. And so theft naturally went up. For this reason, Italian prisons became overflowed with people who were stealing food for their family.
One prisoner told us that in his block there were cases of scabies, and there were only 2 showers for 72 inmates.
Cute robber. He's going to be really popular in jail.
The Supreme Court of Rome decided to overrule all theft convictions for people who stole under 100 euros worth of food. The goal here was to reduce the prison population and ultimately save money for the state. Despite being home to lavish beaches, Hollywood stars, rappers, and multi-million-dollar sports franchises, California actually has the highest poverty rate in the nation and also the highest rate of inequality. Inequality is the key word. While states like Mississippi and Louisiana are technically poorer by GDP than California, there isn't this dramatic contrast where you have skyscrapers full of tech executives looking down on people literally living in slums like Skid Row, Los Angeles, and San Francisco's Tenderloin. I believe it's this extreme contrast that fuels much of the criminality in California. And those numbers are reflected in the prison population. Right now, as you watch this, 199,000 Californians are behind bars. The correctional system in California is rampant with gangs and corruption. Oftentimes, when inmates are sent upstate to jails like San Quentin, especially if they're not white, they have no choice but to join a gang or ally with a specific race-based gang, like the Norteños, Aryan Brotherhood, Southsiders, and so forth. Here is how Cripmac explains the process. First, you go to county jail, where you're forced to fight all of your enemies on the streets.
Going through the whole tags, you see different niggas from different hoods, ask you where you from. All right, okay, let's go through processes. You're gonna get out on hood, you go through the whole tags. Now you at CJ, you land where you at. All right, you got this, he's from here, he's from here. All right, he already tell you where you from. Y'all see, you already know, cuz once it's time, fight on hood, go fight a day room on hood where everybody watch TV and on hood work out. Motherfucker, we gonna squabble, we gonna get it in on neighborhood crib.
And you're transferred to a state facility where you're forced to ally with your own race, regardless of gang classification.
It's more so a race thing in state prison. Everybody has their own cards. You got the neighborhood card, the gangster card, you got the Bloods, you got the Hoovers. Everybody got their own card, but at the end of the day, it ain't, oh, you from here, so we gonna get down. No, it ain't like that. We're all black. We respect each other, and this is what we got to do. We got to work out. We got to clean up. You see what I'm saying? It's a program we got to live by in here because the other races is watching what we do. If you're in prison and you fighting your enemies, just fighting them like you in the county jail, once you get to the higher up, they'll stab the shit out of you.
Really?
Yeah, because we're all the same race now.
Are all races enemies with each other?
No, you got some good wood piles. Southsiders also. Southsiders got a real strict program. They don't play no fucking games.
What's supposed to be a rehabilitative growth experience, which is the purpose of the correctional system in the first place, becomes a criminal networking event from hell. And it costs the state of California a ton of money. It costs $106,000 per year to keep one person incarcerated. So if you do the math, California spends $9.98 billion per year on prisons. Now, the purpose of Prop 47 was to reduce that spending, but it was masqueraded as some kind of like bleeding heart, anti-mass incarceration act.
We all want our communities to be safe. But when we talk about public safety, what are we really talking about?
Personally, I'm in favor of prison abolition. But however you want to spin it, people who do crime for a living are taking advantage of Prop 47.
With crime on the rise, voters seem to admit they made a mistake passing Prop 47.
In fact, the day that I interviewed Jack the Bipper, he actually had just gotten released from jail 3 days before with no charges filed.
Well, I just got out of jail last Thursday.
Yeah. What'd you go to jail for last Thursday?
First degree armed burglary, possession of burglary tools, possession of burglary tools as a felon, possession of firearm as a felon, and three charges of possession of controlled substance. I was there for a little over 3 weeks, which is nothing, but you know, still it's fucked up. It's nothing to be proud about though. Yeah. And you know, I wish there's more programs maybe to rehabilitate people and help people more, but you know, there's more of a core issue and I don't even know it. I'm not God. You know, hopefully one day we can try to figure it out. I don't know what it is, but you know, I think honestly, and it's the root, I feel like it's from the drugs. I can feel it, I already know.
Jack says that the DA's unwillingness to prosecute shoplifters is creating an increasingly tense dynamic between suspected criminals and law enforcement.
And the cops, oh my God, and they're being on some spiteful ass shit. I've been to jail, like I said, many times in San Francisco. I got major pull. I'm from Frisco, born and raised. I got major pull with all the deps, all the COs, everything. I fuck with them. They fuck with me too, for the longest. But because there's so much fentanyl being used in the streets, right in front of their face, you know what I mean, in front of the police, you know, they feel some type of way about that, and it's some real shit, y'all. Whoever is gonna check this out, they feel some fucking real type of shit about that. So they fucking are really kind of feeling fucking fucked up. So now that they get us in their hands, like once they have us in their hands,
I'm a blurred face out of talking.
Now that they have us in their hands, in A50 Bryant, like now that they got you know, their foot on our necks in A50, they treat us like shit, bro. I was supposed to be released 4 days before I got released. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
another thing that San Francisco has done is change the burglary tool enhancement to include power tools. More specifically, the spark plug, which is the tool most typically used to shatter the glass window of a car. Jack is not allowed to possess a spark plug. In fact, he's not even allowed to go to AutoZone. If he walks into AutoZone, which carries spark plugs, he'll be arrested. To get around this, he's developed a network of Chinese gift shops that sell something called Bip kits, which contain a variety of bipping supplies, including small porcelain items that are able to shatter glass easily.
well, you go to the Chinaman right there, go on Jackson Street, go to the Chinaman, man, asking for porcelain. They already know it. Asking for spark plugs. They got a whole kit. Tell them to go to the Chinaman right there on Jackson. Tell them you need a kit.
I asked Jack if I could go with him to buy a Bip kit, and he agreed.
We right here in Chinatown, right next to Chinatown Projects, right above North Beach, you know what I mean? Right next to actually Embarcadero, in the heart of it all. You hear the voices, you feel the vibrations. You know, this is a beautiful area. Very, very historical. Very, very historical. We're in the heart of it. Fucking, you know how the Warriors play? You know, they got them Splash Brothers? Yeah, we finna get a splash kit. We finna get them fucking splash kits to splash shit. Yeah, I'm talking about a little Bip kit.
So the homie that we just met is about to walk into this souvenir shop in Chinatown and buy a Bip kit for 90 bucks. Then he's gonna walk out and show us what's inside.
So this, you gotta shatter into pieces, or you can just, throw that at a motherfucker. These are crazy. These are best mostly for vehicles.
This is ready to go. Hey, bro, this is ready to go. You could, if you throw this hard enough, you could crack a window right here. Shit, man, you know, man, in times of desperation, blood, fuck a fence, man, you know what I mean? You gotta break anything you gotta do. You gotta just make it happen, you know what I mean? Like, ain't nothing gonna stop us when we really need our dope or need our money to fucking whatever, you know? Nothing will ever fucking stop us from our own pursuit of happiness. And honestly, that's what's fucked up, bro. I think honestly at the core of it, bro, it's all just the pursuit of happiness, bro. We all just want to live life, be happy, right? We all just want to fucking, you know, not kill ourselves. Because there's so much fucking depression going on where it's like life sucks, you know what I mean? So it's like, dude, we're all just trying to do it just to fucking, it's not like we're doing it to terrorize the city. We're not doing it because we fucking have like, you know, spite. No, bro. We're doing it just so we can fucking try to survive, try to make money, maybe try to look fly because we already are X'd out, we can't get jobs, or because, you know, the system's already racially fucked up where we can't fucking be accepted anywhere, you know? Yeah. Like, so, like at the core of it, in terms of Bippin, bruh, it's not like we're Bippin because we're fucking assholes or we're Bippin because we want to fucking ruin the world.